Hello guys, this is DFXS. Once again, welcome to TFX family. Guys, we really appreciate and love you all traders and wish you all the best. And this is why we always do our best to make sure that every trader is successful, especially using our system. Guys, this video I want to cover about the Abacus, only about the Abacus for those people who are struggling to understand or to catch up how to cooperate or how to combine our TFX Renko with the Abacus. It's very simple. What I want you to do, just take a glass of cold water, empty your mind. Guys, don't have any comparison in your mind. Just relax so that you can follow this video closely. And by reviewing this video twice, I believe and 100% that you will understand how to work with TFX Renko and Abacus perfectly. But for this video, I just want to show you how simple it is using the Abacus. Let's start, guys, by inserting any chart here so that we can proceed. Let us make a Renko chart. This is Renko's. Let us create Renko chart, guys. Simple as that. Go to File, open offline, look for GPP, USD minute 4. Simple as that, and go to our TFX Renko. Yes, it is simple. As you can see now, we have created the Renko chart. Let me see if I can see something else with so that I can show you of what to do. Always remember to allow the DLL. So click OK, go to File, open File, USD card, minute 4. Where is this USD card? Minute 4 is here. We go. Then create TFX Renko chart. Okay, there is nothing. There is no entry. Now this is how I just want you to follow closely of how to work with Abacus. The importance of Abacus, point number 1, it is to understand what you want. Because rule number 1, it is to protect what you have. That is rule number 1, to protect what you have. This means to protect your account. Second thing, it is to use good risk or money management whenever you take trades. Always ask yourself if surely you are ready to lose sorry. Yeah, sorry for that. Guys, the reason why I'm saying this, and I just want you to be very keen with this, what I'm about to tell you. Remember, in every entry, and I will just give two examples with this, my two offline charts. This is USD card and the GPP USD. Now, our entry point, always remember, is after the king arrow, the crossing of the moving average, and our trading master. This arrow is what will tell you sell or buy after the trading our king arrow. And I just want you to watch closely, because where you can set your stop loss or take profit, because there is no need to place all the tightest stop loss in order thinking that you'll protect a lot. No, just use good risk management, and there is nowhere you can place your you can place your stop loss anywhere. It doesn't matter how far it is, as long as you're using good money management. But I just want to show you how this system is so perfect. It's so perfect, guys. Let me show you a good example like here. I will give you here, because this is our first entry, which I told you that in every brick here, it gives you like here, it will give you more than 10 pips, or just only one brick. But after entry point, because this is what makes this cross, and this is was the entry point, you would have like 10 pips. I just want to show where market consolidated, where not market went smoothly, so that you can understand the system is so perfect. For instance, here it is the entry point, and it is good to set your stop loss at 60 pips. This is where the 60 pips is, guys, at this place. Let me show you something here. Just want to show you something. Entry point, and let's see where our stop loss is. This is the entry point, and 60 pips, 60 pips, somewhere here. That's why I'm saying use good money management. The 60 pips is somewhere there. Now, this was the entry point after the reversal, and our stop loss was here. Now, after taking this trade, there was a reversal and the market continued going up. And remember, uh, the 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 robot, or not the robot, the TFX Renko, the important thing is that it's very more than 80% accuracy of predicting where the market will go. So it doesn't matter about this reversal, it can hold with these bricks even more than 3 days until this market goes with the same direction. Now, after this trade, the market reversed to this area, never hit our stop loss, and it went all the way from here. Guys, what I'm trying to tell you now, I'm training you how to set the Abacus. So number one, we got that setting the stop loss of 60 pips in Abacus, it's very safe. It's very safe, because those people maybe put, no, I just want the stop loss of 20 pips or 30 pips. They were hitted here and the market continued with going up, because our prediction through our TFX Renko, guys, it's more than 90% accuracy about our system. So this is why I'm telling you, the point number one, set your stop loss at 60 by default. I will send that by default. Or if you have bought that system, guys, set it by 60 pip by stop loss. I will tell you why. Because this is where there was a danger of hitting your stop loss. Because if you can see, like here, the market went smoothly. If you see here, the market went smoothly, guys. If you see here, the market went smoothly. Look at another area like here, only one brick, the market reversed. And I'm telling you, we were still safe if your 60 pips was where see your 60 pips was somewhere here. You see, they never hit your stop loss at this point and the market continue going up. When you want to exit or to hold the market, you can hold until another king appeared. When the first king, the another king will appear the arrow, then you can exit the market. So you can enter that market from this place to this place. You can enter this market from this place, because this is your entry point, to this place, and again wait for this crossing, then enter your market from this place to this place. You can hold that if you want. And working with the Renko, let me promise you one thing: just learn how to hold the trades, but you must learn how to protect your account, and I will show you how. That is the point number one: how to use the stop loss. Use the stop loss of 60, so that when we go to set the Abacus, you will keep that in mind, that we are using the stop loss of 60 pips. It's very important. The reason why, let us do some back testing and see if what I'm saying is true. We can't do for this one because this one is smooth. This is winning. This is where someone panic but never hit your stop loss. So if you look, if we can back test, there is a smooth trading. As you can see, there is a smooth trading. The other area, it is this area. There is a smooth trading from this entry point, but we said you can exit with this one, but the market reversed. So here was your entry point at this area. And as you can see, the market reversed all the way from that area to this area. But how many pips, guys? That is, let's say 40 pips, because 39, let's say that is 40 pips. So if your stop loss was at 60 at this area, you would have still been in that trade, and the trade dropped all the way to this area, and you would have harvested like 100 pips. You see now why I'm saying about 60 pips. Look at this place, 40 pips, guys. If your stop loss was that tight for 40 or 30, you would have been kicked out. But the truth is, the system was 100% predicting that this market will drop to this area, and you won that trade. That's why after examining our system, we see that the 60 pips, it is the best and protective. The only thing you need it is to use the good money management, because if it is 0.01 in standard account, from that place to 100 pips, guys, that is a good money. And if it hit your stop loss, guys, you will still recover, because I just want to show you how winning it's more than 90% accuracy without hitting your stop loss of 60 pips. Let's see another one here. This is the crossing, that is a smooth, that is a smooth entry, guys. That is the smooth. Another one is here, guys. Let's see here. There is nothing else here except the winning, using the stop loss of 60. But using the stop of less than 60, like 40 and below, guys, you can be kicked out, and sometimes you can blame thinking that the system is wrong, but it is your prediction. So the point number one, we have seen that to put the stop loss of 60 pips, it's very accurate. Let's see another one here. The entry point is here, and the market reversed to this place, and this is your entry point, this is your exit of 79 pips, and never hit your stop loss, because your stop loss was somewhere there. You see, after this market dropped to this area, there is a good 60 pips, but the market reversed again to this area, like 30 pips. Then the market dropped. If you exited with this king arrow, that is almost 80 pips. Now that is entry point number one. As you can see, after the crossing, the market revised somehow. This is normal to market to about the market, how the market reversed. This is normal, guys, but the system is so predictive and very accurate. As you can see, the market went smoothly, again smoothly, guys, without turning back from our king arrow. As you can see, guys, market never reversed like this area. Your entry point was here. You are very sure the market never hit your stop loss, and if your take profit is at 50, then you would have been in a good profit. Even though it reversed, then it went all the way to this area, so they never hit your stop loss. The other area is here. This is your entry point, the market reverse, and this is your entry point. Your stop loss is at 60. As you can see, you'll always be safe, guys, and the market also went, and you have like more than 170. This is why I was suggesting that people should have, when understanding this system, our TFX Renko, you will never trade candles. You will never trade candles whenever there is a TFX Renko. As you can see, the winnings are almost 100%, guys. The winnings are there if you set your stop loss at 60. Now, the point number one, now it is about that stop loss. Now, the point number two. The point number two, it's about your TP, or take profit. The only thing you need to do in every behaviors of the pair, it is to count, like here, before the market reversed, how many pips happened to that particular pair before the market reversed. So you can find that, and I tell you that in so many pairs, you will find every brick is almost 15 pips or 13 pips. It's more than 10 pips, every brick. So in other words, I want to say that in every entry point, if that particular pair, because that is all about you, how to do your analysis, it is to count after this entry point, how many bricks do the market give before the market reversed. And this is why you have the lifetime license, so that you can do all those things in your demo account, because it is bad to have the system and start testing or learning the system when you are in the live account. That is not good, guys. You can blame me, and the blame is not on my side. The blame is your speed. You are very hurried to do things before having the full understanding. So this means that if you find that 60 pips, you are very safe in stop loss. And many of these market will give you more than, let's say, more than 70 or 100 pips. You just count, like here, you just count that is 110. Again, you go then from that place to this place. Again, you count from there, you find that that is 70. So now you will look the shortest one. If it is 70, just set the TP of 60 pips for GBP USD. So if you find that the most of the entries, the shortest one before our another king arrow appeared, it's like 70 pips, just set like 50 or 60 pips. That means you will always hit the take profit before another king arrow appear. So you look for the shortest one. For instance, if this one is the shortest one in GBP USD after back testing, you will see like it was like 110, or there was another one for 70, just set like 70 or 60 or 50. This will be according to the analysis that you will do in every entry before the another king arrow. You will look for the shortest one. I think this one is the shortest one, with our entry point, this place, this is the shortest one, this is 50, you see. Now you can set the GBP USD, the TP for 50 pips. I think that one is understood, and that is the setting number one, how to set your TP or your take profit. You must count the shortest trade from your entry point to the first king and see how many pips that are there. If the pips here, it is 50, and maybe it happens just one, just set like 50, and you'll know that all this trade you'll be safe, because you'll be having 50 pips. And the short the trade can go, maybe it is 50 from this area to this area, then you'll always be protected, and you always are winning all games that you'll be trading. You'll be winning more than 90%. So that is the TP you are supposed to learn with any pair, every pair. You are supposed to look, if this is the USD, you better save those templates. I will show you how to save them, but look the shortest trade where the market went before another or the opposite signal. So if this one is the shortest and it gives you like 50 pips, you can set like 40 pips. So meaning that you can't miss 40 pips in USD card or a USD, any of the pair. So look for the shortest one, then set your TP. If you'll be not be watching your trades, but if you're watching it manually, just wait until you see another king, then you can trade. But if you don't have that time, just look for the shortest one, then set the TP according to the pair that you are trading. Now let's go now direct now and start setting our TFX Abacus. This is our TFX Abacus. It's already with the template. Let's just click OK, and let us start learning something here. Yeah, now this is Abacus. Let's zoom in some so that we can see every setting according to the system. Now this is trigger entry. This is trigger entry, guys. This is when, if you want to buy the market, for instance, if you want to sell this market or to buy this market, this is the trigger entry. If you click there, you'll find that there is a trigger buy and there is a trigger sell. So if the market is for sale, let's, for instance, it was at this place. If you want to buy this market, you just trigger buy. And if you want to sell the market, like a place like here, you need to trigger sell. That's point number one. The other thing here, it is account target. Let's say, for instance, you want, if you get the total amount of your trades that maybe you took like 5 trades, and you want, when it gets to 100 pips, the Abacus to close all trades automatically, you are supposed to activate this into true and set the total amount of the the account that you'd like to secure. You can set even 50 pips, $50, and say, when the total amount in my account will be like $50, let the Abacus close all trades automatically and wait me to take another trades. So that is the work of account target. The other thing is break even. There's people say that in every entry here, I only want not to miss if in every entry of this pair it goes like 2 candles before the reversal, I would like to secure my 15 pips or my 10 pips. I don't want to go with the market. I just want like 10 pips in every entry, or 20 or 15 pips according to the analysis. And this is very, very important. You only need to see after entry of this USD card, how many candles do this thing give me before the reversal? So if you find that more than 80%, it's only give you like, it goes like 1 candle and then reverse before the market go, know that you can only do your break even with this candle. This means that if, let's say, let me give an example and follow me because this is an example. This was the entry point and it goes only 1 candles, and 1 candles here, it is 13 pips. And in this 13 pips, you want on you in USD card, you only want to secure now like 10 pips, because you find that the bricks of USD card, so many bricks there, they are 13 pips. So you want to secure your 10 pips. Now, there is where you set your break even. You have to activate your break even into true. And remember, we find that 1 candle is for 13 pips. So you can set, if this trade goes like 10 pips, 13, let's say 12 pips, because you don't want to miss that trade. So when the break even or the trade is at 12 pips, then I want the stop loss or the take profit there to move the stop loss into 10 pips. So immediately after getting like 12 pips, let me do this. I just want you to understand now, we just want to take 10 pips in USD card. So this is where your entry point is. Let's draw that line. This video gonna be somehow long, but I just want you to understand about this thing. And this is your entry point before the market reverse. And we saw that from this entry point to here, guys, is 13 pips, and we want to secure only 10 pips. So this means that when you set 12 pips, when it gets, let's say that my second line there is where the 12 pips is, and the 10 pips will be here. So when the market gets into this area, the Abacus will place automatically the stop loss behind the market with only 2 pips, because it is at 12, and that's what we set, and the stop loss of 10 pips, which means that it will secure the profit of 10 pips. That is the meaning of the break even. It moves the stop loss to the point to the pips that you set. So if this market reversed from this area now to go to this area before thinking to go up, already it will hit your stop loss, which will take the profit of 10 pips, and you'll be out of that market, though you'll miss this one, even if you can re-enter the market. I believe now that is clear. That's how you set. So if the market moves, if the pair, after doing your analysis and see the pair moves many times, two bricks before before the reversal, you just need to count from that bricks to that bricks how many pips are there. If you find that it's like 25 pips, that tells you you can secure your 20 pips, and that's where you will set the break even. You'll set the break even of, you can say like 23, because maybe the two bricks contain like 25 pips. You can say 23, and here you can set 20 where it will move the stop loss, and this means you will secure your 20 pips in profit. The other thing here, it is lot size. I believe you know how to set your lot size. The take profit, we said that if after doing the analysis you find that before the in every pair, or in some pairs, before the king arrow appear, maybe it goes like 50 pips or 70 pips, you can just set there 50 pips or less than that, always less with 10 pips or 15 pips, so that you'll be 100% that you will winning that. So if the market goes from this place to this place, and you find that the shortest one it goes like 50 pips, then you can set like 40 pips, and that one you'll be sure that with that pair you'll always win 40 pips. This one is for multiplier, that forget about that one. That is for those people who want to use the max trade. Some people called it martingale, so you can still use it if you want. In every pips, blah blah blah, the Abacus to open other trades. You can say in every one brick I would like the Abacus to add another trade. In every one brick I would like the Abacus to add another trade. You just count from this brick, and if you find it's 13 pips, then you can set here how many trades do you want the Abacus to take. If you want the Abacus to take another 3 trades, you need to set here 4, because it counts with the previous or the main one. Then it will add another 3 pips. And if you find that in every brick is like 13 pips, then you will put the gap of 13 pips here. That makes that in every 13 pips, the Abacus will open another trade. If it is sell, let's say like here, in every 13 pips, the Abacus will open another position. Another 13 pips, it will open another position until it hit like 4 position in total. Then your TP, it will be set where you want to set. So that is the meaning of max trade. You can set 4 or 3 or 2 according to what you want. If you don't want to open the Abacus to open another position, let remain with only one position. The other thing, it's stop loss. This is where we saw that 60 pips in all pairs, it's very safe. 60 pips in all pairs, it's very safe. So you are supposed to set 60 pips by default. The other thing is trailing step. Guys, for those people who want to trail the profit, you can open the trailing step. And remember, the trailing step here, we set it by it multiply by 2, because some brokers you can find it's not working by pips, but it's working by micro pip. So that's why if this is 10, this means 20, because it is times 2 only in trailing step. So this means if you want to trail the step after 20 pips, you can set the 10 here. This means you can trail the profit after 20 pips. And if the gap from the trailing profit and where you want maybe your stop loss to be, so where you are trailing stop loss where it's supposed to be, you can set, if you want the gap of 10, then you can set just 5. This means it will have the gap of 10, meaning that if your trade is trailing here, if you go like 20 pips, it will open the trailing step with a gap, or it will be following your trade according to your trade is with a gap of 10 pips if you select here 5 and 10. So remember the number here you have to multiply by 2. So guys, that's how simple it is to use the Abacus. The Abacus, you can set you can trade professionally, knowing how to set it, whether with trailing step, whether with the break even, whether with take profit and stop loss. And if you want to hold market and to have a good money management, and you want to eat good or to milk good, guys, just use stop loss and take and TP, take profit. But if you want always, if you don't care whether you will the market will go for 1,000 pips, you only need to secure like 10 pips or 20 pips, just use break even. Always set the break even according to the bricks that you have in every pair, because these pairs, they are very different. There is a pair you'll find only one brick is almost 20 pips, the other one is 13 pips. The less I saw here, it is 13 pips. I haven't seen the less than 13 pips. So you can set your break even according to the analysis you have done, according to entry point of the system and the exit point of the system. Then you can set your break even. So with those few remarks, guys, I do believe now you understand how to set the Abacus and how to work with it. And keep this in mind. If you want to milk good or to hold the market, guys, just use the stop loss of 60, and you can put the take profit according to the analysis of the shortest entry point of the king arrow. So I believe now that is very clear, though the video was long, but I just wanted you to understand how to work with the Abacus. It's very, very simple to set the Abacus. Now, let's go and see how to take trades with Abacus. This is final. Now, let's say, for instance, I want to buy this, to sell this market. Let's say, for instance, this market, it is for sale. What you are supposed to say, after setting everything you have said, you want the target of 50. And remember, you must activate here true if you want to set the account target. And let's say, for instance, I don't want to use the break even. I just want to use the stop loss of 60, but we'll set that by default. And let's say, for instance, I just only want the take profit of 50, and this market is sell, so I have to trigger sell. Now I have said for this market clearly what I want. I just want the account target of $50, and I just want the stop loss of 60 and the take profit of 50. Now that one I'm done, and I just want to use 0.01 micro lot, then I want to take a sell. So this is why I set here sell. And remember, you have to allow the auto trading and check allow the DLL, then you can select OK. After that, you can see our Abacus is here, is not smiling. The second step now, it is to activate the auto trade. So go to tools and go to options, go to expert advisor, allow automated trading, and also allow the DLL, and also about the web request. Again, I will select OK, and now my Abacus is smiling, but not yet take the sell trade, because that is what we selected. So the reason why we do this, it is because you have to follow those instructions before you are very sure of what you want to do. Now I want to take the sell. That's why I have to go to right click, go to expert advisor, go to properties. Now, no, sorry for that. That's why I just right click, go to properties, sorry, and go to common here, and uncheck this offline chart. Automatically the Abacus will sell. Now the Abacus have placed the sell, the take profit of 50 pips, and the stop loss of 60 pips. It is simple as that. Remember, don't after doing that, guys, always allow this one auto trading to be activated because you want the Abacus to trade this trade. And also remember one thing: don't uh, don't close the chart, because if you close the chart, it can only take profit or kick the stop loss. But if you have set like trading step, things like that, it will not function. It will only have this stop loss. This stop loss cannot be deactivated even if you close the market. The stop loss will be there and the TP will always be there. But if you're using the trailing step, guys, or the break even, you have to keep the chart open. The another rule that you are not supposed to forget. Let's say, for instance, you have closed the market, and after opening the chart, you must go again to here to USD card and make sure the TFX Renko is there. If you find the TFX Renko have already disappeared, always place that TFX Renko again to make sure that this file, it contains this chart, it contains the file of this offline chart, because they must remain there. Keep this in mind. The offline chart must be there, and this chart, plain chart, must be there, and this chart must contain the TFX file, this Renko file. It must be contained with this plain chart in order for this offline chart to be moving. Because if you remove here, if there is no Renko file, this chart will not be moving. So for this chart to be functioning, the Renko file must be in the same plain chart of this uh, offline chart, so that you can see the movement. Now, the other thing, after doing that, even maybe if you are not using the trailing step or the break even, after you have activated your trade, in order to keep this chart offline chart, always remember to right click, go to properties, and again check this offline chart. After you have done with that, you have activated your robot, you can go back to this chart. This means that you'll keep this chart being offline, because if you uncheck like this one, and let's say, for instance, let me show you something. Let's go to property, then I have checked this one. So even if uh, I can place my template again, it will still be offline chart, as you can see. But if if you can uncheck like that one against, and go, and let's say, for instance, you want to replace again the template, you see, sorry for that. Yeah, you can see it lost the offline chart, and now it's in normal candles. The reason why this happened, it is because we unchecked the offline. So after taking the trade, you can go back if you want to keep this one, not to repeat, to put another GBP/USD the offline. If you don't want to repeat this one after taking the trade, and you don't have let's say it doesn't have the break even, always remember to check this box, make sure it is checked like this one, then it will always remain offline. But if you forgot, don't worry, you can repeat the process of creating another offline chart. It is simple as that, guys, and I believe now everything now is covered about how to use the Abacus and how to set the Abacus. About the entry points, it is in another video, but we'll cover another one later. But for now, I do believe if you follow this video closely, if you rewind this video second time, I believe that now you'll have full understanding of Abacus. And remember, if you still don't understand, you can still contact me uh, or Queen FX, so that we can clarify for where you are not understanding. So Guys, you can contact us for more details if you still you'll be struggling about that. But by following this video closely, I'm 100% you'll never struggle to set the Abacus. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for supporting us, and thank you uh, for your response. And guys, let's continue milking market. We love you so much, and once again, welcome to TFX, a family. It yes, sir.